It's episode 2 of this session. Last session saw Marty get stacked twice. That's Marty sitting down right now.
Marty plays a style where getting stacked is not that uncommon. He could also have $8,000 in front of him if things go well, you know?
This table has been splashier than, a Jaws movie, man. It's splashier
because
than
it's water-based in the ocean.
Yes, sir.
How about
Splashier than an
Aquaman? How about Aquaman?
That's all CGI, man.
So it's not
crap.
real. It's not real splashes.
Exactly. Splashier than an early Tom Hanks film with Daryl Hannah.
Oh, nice. Never saw it. Looks like we've got 5-way action here for our first hand of the episode. We've got a 7 for Bill. Is that it?
Stuart also has a 7.
For Stuart as well.
Bill's going to bet 5 ways. I don't think Stuart's going to call.
It's kind of weird that Bill's betting 5 ways.
Oh, he successfully protected his equity.
He did.
He acts like he's all upset and then laughs at the why so much. We don't think that's funny.
That's accurate. That's accurate.
Does Bill think that's funny, or is he just humoring whoever said that, though? I think it's a humor
I think
laugh.
a lot of times when people laugh at the poker trope jokes at the table, it's humoring people.
Yeah. Can we all just get...
I tend to just stare at the person.
Yeah, I never laugh at those things. I think we should all make a pact right now to never laugh again.
At anything.
At anything, no matter what.
Not even at the movie Happy Gilmore.
Not anymore. You've already had those laughs. You don't get them back.
Raise 35.
Joseph with Queen Jack of Diamonds.
Fold.
Bill,
Call.
a very pretty,
He
very
doesn't want to
reasonable
see any
calling hand.
diamonds, though. Am I right?
How about the 7, 8, 9 of diamonds, huh?
You might want to see that until the 10 of diamonds comes.
Oh, but what about when the 4 of diamonds comes?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Marty with the best hand somehow. I guess that happens every once in a while.
And
But
top pair for Joseph.
Now Joseph has the best hand, and wheel flops middle pair with the backdoor flush draw.
And backdoor straight draw.
Joseph, of course, also with the backdoor flush draw. And he
Everyone
checks.
checks.
I'm surprised Joseph checked there.
Bet 55.
Me too.
Marty's going to call with king, queen high because
Because
Marty.
Joseph clearly not going to fold here. Is he
Looks like he's
thinking
about
raising?
a raise. It's not crazy with the way the action has gone.
Yeah, it's a pretty small bet by wheel anyway. Marty calling could be anything.
Yeah, and wheel could have, a 6, a worse jack. He could have a better jack too, but he could also have spades, straight draws.
It is hard to get action with this, so you really just be denying equity.
You get action from spades.
Yes.
Charging
Marty
the
only has
maximum.
$500 also, so Joseph is just committed to calling. If
Oh,
Marty
for sure.
shoves.
If wheel raises, then Joseph is done with it. But
After making it 250, I gotta believe he is
Yeah.
completely done if wheel raises. Marty lets
And-
it go.
Marty just decided to give $55 away and just got to do it a little quicker because Joseph raised.
Thanks, Joe.
Gotta do it a little quicker.
Instead of waiting for the turn, anything like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Gotta do
I
what?
don't like it at all.
Quicker.
Giveaway is $55 that he chose to give away by calling the flop.
Why does he have to do it quicker?
Joseph allowed him to do it quicker by raising.
I don't know. Does anyone know what Grant is saying? What is Grant saying right now? No one gets you, bro.
Why are you...
No one gets you.
Last Poker Time episode, you told me to kill myself. What's happening? Why
I
are you
was
so mean?
I was quoting a TV show. It's not the same. It's not like if I looked at you dead in the eyes and just said, Grant, you need to commit suicide. It's not like if I did
okay,
that.
I guess it's not like that. Hey, Marty has ace king. This is
Oh.
like a dream
Power
for
of the
Marty.
belt, baby. I'll take that $5.
Raise it up to 50. Bill's going to call.
Bill is
Bill.
is not playing good hands.
No.
I didn't know.
He
That-
can make this work, of course, but still, I'm concerned.
Marty flops
Got some of
a
that?
gut
I
shot.
wanna
That's nice.
just do a little sweetener
Bet
in
30.
case you have a lot of it.
That was very sweet.
Marty wins. Bill's experiment ends. I guess he was just,
He's the professor, though. He's going to have some experiments, bro. And you know what? An experiment can quote fail and still be a success. Look at Thomas Edison.
big asshole, that guy. Apparently.
Who cares?
Just electrocuting elephants in front of people.
Did he do that?
Oh, yeah.
Seriously? To
Yeah.
show how strong the
He was trying to show that Tesla's version of electricity was dangerous, so he would use it to kill animals in front of people because he was just trying to win the economic war.
I mean, he did win. Apparently, Tesla did a way better job.
yeah.
But it didn't matter. It's like Beta Max versus VHS
Yeah.
for all you old people out there.
So yeah, Edison was an asshole. Look it up. Anyway, AA with the AAs
Stuart folded
And
again.
a Ray raise.
from Wheel Eel,
Marty calls.
of course.
Calling hand.
It's a calling hand, Marty announces. Well, Aaron's got to love this because he's almost certainly going to put in a 4-bet. It seemed crazy not to. Marty's got 485 back.
Yeah, you'd think Marty's getting it in a lot. Maybe he won't with this hand. I don't know what Marty's
Who
going to do.
cares? Wheels looks like he has something.
225.
You don't want to see this hand 3 ways.
Me in the
Okay,
spot.
so
Here's in
Wheel is still getting enough of a price to call here.
For the implied odds.
Yeah.
It's close, but yeah.
It's 150. There's already 390 in there, and Aaron's got another 1.9K back.
Yeah.
Whatever, yeah. I mean, I love
You can
the
call.
dog.
Also, Marty's around. And I think as Wheel, we have to have a plan. Not that it would go this way, but if Marty were to shove,
10 seconds.
and somehow Aaron were to,
Smoke.
I mean, we're not gonna fold if Marty shoves.
Right? Yeah.
Well, we are if Aaron
Yeah.
reshoves.
Of course. But if
Oh
Aaron
my
just
goodness.
calls,
How d-
And Marty, for some reason, thinks this is the toughest spot he's ever been in.
Oh, man.
It's pretty easy just to fold.
I mean,
Brought
this
my
is
wallet.
close to the top of Marty's range. In
What
fairness,
an idiot. What a fucking idiot. I don't
10
know what to
seconds.
do. I don't know what to do.
I would say don't move all in.
I would say fold.
Gamble up. Homies, you're right. Yeah, it looks like a good spot. This, man.
Did it?
If I knew what they had, it's easier on TV if I could just. Homie, what they got?
He's right about that.
Yep.
You should
I
fold. They
call?
have aces and sevens.
Shit. All right.
They have 2 pair, Marty.
I don't know how I can't fold this, right? I can't fold this.
You definitely can.
Marty, you should fold this. Marty, this is an easy fold. Yeah.
He did it.
Fuck, I'm the worst player ever.
That seems hyperbolic even for you.
Shit.
All right, heads up.
There's got to be people who are worse.
No, I just need a loan.
Here we go.
G unit.
And that's not
Pretty-
a great flop for sevens.
Pretty clean flop for aces. All you're really worried about is pocket 8s here. And I guess once in a while Wheel could be slow playing kings. I guess he could have deuces too. But whatever. If you're Aaron, this is just going to be one of those spots with the
Bet.
less than 4-1 stack to pot. It's going to play very straightforwardly. And this is probably just going to end right now. I don't know if Aaron needs to bet so much, actually. But on this dry up board.
Yeah, I might need
10
to.
seconds. Fold.
I call.
Oh yeah, Marty could have, if you found a call there, he would have definitely gotten in on that flop and
100%.
mostly lost another buy-in there.
He would have had five
Nuts.
outs though to improve.
These nuts.
True.
That's nice.
Because I need to borrow some money. Can I borrow 1,000? Hi, Aaron.
I might not have 1,000 when I'm done here.
Can I borrow 1,000, Ken? So I can play poker? No. Okay, thank you. All right, then I fold.
Awkward.
Yes, very awkward.
The sound of silence is deafening on that one, huh?
Yep. To be fair, I would be silent as well. There's, I think, 3 people in the world who I would lend money to for poker.
Feel like shipping.
So Marty's not one of them.
Marty's not one of them.
I mean, that's clearly not a put down on Marty. That's just to put down on the whole world except for those 3 people. Who are those 3 people? Everyone wants to know. Let's see. Wonka, Stuart, Action Aaron.
Actually, Wonka might be the 4th.
Oh, okay.
You're one of them, even though you told me to kill myself.
I didn't want to.
Only 3 times.
I'm okay with that.
Well, it looks like Marty's going to play on a shortened stack as a result of
Yeah,
the
the lack of
enthusiasm
enthusiasm
for
for the
volunteering $1,000 to his coffers. Everyone seems really excited about forking over 1K there.
Wheel's gonna play the king 10 off under the gun, getting a little loose.
It would have worked for Marty.
Raise.
Would it?
130.
Well, Marty's doing a perfect 3-bet
saw
here
that double
with
barrel
king
action?
jack.
He's not folding this time,
Wow.
folks.
I doubt it. Yeah.
That's
Bill
your
with
killer bet.
deuces. Good fold, Bill.
Yep.
Fold. Fold.
Fold.
Fold.
Action Aaron looks interested, but
He has a nice hand, but not in this situation.
not with Marty with 370 back,
I didn't even look.
And Wheel could also
One
4 bet.
tilt.
of course.
I'm gonna look right now.
I think that's what Aaron's thinking about, though, is that Wheel's got a lot of money in front of him, and so maybe there's some
bet that.
implied odds there. But
Not the big blind.
Thinks better of
I
it.
think I'm in the big blind or some shit.
super straightforward spot for Wheel. Actually, he can fold, he can move him in, he can call. I take it back.
Actually,
it's
yes.
not
You
straightforward.
could do anything.
This is a pretty crappy hand, but Marty's Marty. You really can't fold. I would just probably move him in, honestly.
I would probably just
Faster.
move him into you. It's only 370 more.
Yeah, like, let's go.
And that is a monster flop for Wheel. He's got the nut flush draw.
I mean, he's still got only 41% equity in
Yeah,
fairness.
True,
agree,
but
I
against
agree.
Marty's hand, it's pretty great.
He
to
should
have
move
41%.
Marty in right now and not let Marty move him in, though.
Yep, that would be a good idea.
Take the fold equity.
You don't want Marty to have 9s or something. And
Or
125.
King Jack. Okay, well, now we got to check raise.
Marty bet 125.
And
yeah.
Wheel calls.
Wow.
This is going to be weird if Marty just wins with King Jack high.
I mean, he's got the best hand.
No.
Well, yeah, I didn't have it cut out exactly. I just verbalized that
You're
shit.
good. That's it.
And Wheel gets there with the nuts.
I don't
well,
think
the
he's-
second nuts. Well, the third nuts.
I don't think he's getting any action.
Well, he should be checking now and giving Marty a chance to shove.
Yes, I agree.
For God's sake,
Like
Wheel.
100.
Check.
For the sake of all that is holy.
Wheel looks like he's betting.
10 seconds.
Oh, well.
Bet 225.
There goes that
He
equity.
just moves him in on the turn. Why? Maybe he'll move in. If not, you can do this on the river. You're not afraid of anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna have red cards.
Wheel. No.
Womp, womp, womp.
Well, I will say this. If Marty had any club he was calling, possibly if he had an ace he was calling.
Yeah.
So in fairness to
Those things-
Wheel,
Those things are true.
in fairness to Wheel, he's getting a lot of calls there. But also he could check once and get those calls on the river probably. And, you know, Marty might bluff.
Fold.
Marty's
All right.
pretty short here,
He's got
folks.
24.5 blinds. He's going to limp the 5-2 suited.
Surely. Joseph just limps behind. What is going on? And now Stuart, I think, afraid of Joseph having jacks. Just calls with sixes.
I think it would sound like we were trolling Marty if we just announced exactly what he did with no
Let's try it.
inflection or
Let's try
anything.
it.
Okay.
Okay, Queen 4-10, all clubs. No one has a club except for Wheels 9-4, but he was in the big blind.
Joseph with the gut
Look at all
shot.
those clubs. I checked.
Marty's checking.
All over to Action Aaron, who's got top and bottom here.
Bet 50.
Should be the end of things.
Yep.
Unless Wheel decides the 9 high flush draw is good
He
enough.
also has a pair with it. He could decide to call once. But he could also just let it go. It's pretty reasonable to fold.
Fold.
All that's left is Joseph's ace jack. It is a gutter.
Oh, to me?
Yeah.
I have a black ace, man. No, it's the wrong one.
It's the wrong shape. It's the right color. Wrong shape.
Really good observation by band teacher there that it's the right color but the wrong shape. I love it when people say that one too.
People don't say that as much, at least.
It's not as bad as some of the other ones, but it's not great. Let's be clear.
So you think if band teacher wore a T-shirt that said "right color, wrong shape," people would be more upset at him for racism or fat shaming?
Oh, that's a good question.
Thanks. Not that he would actually be doing either one, of course.
Right.
He just, he's wearing that "No Gamble, No Future" shirt. So
Yeah.
right color, wrong shape. He's thinking of it as a poker thing, and people are like, "What the hell, man?"
I could see how people could interpret that as both racist and fat shaming himself.
Although he could argue it's not fat shaming. Maybe it's skinny shaming.
Maybe it's
I
skinny
don't know. We
shaming.
don't know what the right shape
It's
is.
shaming.
Yeah. Right color, we do kind of know. He's saying whatever
Yeah.
that particular color is.
It's a good little hand.
I guess we don't know which color that is, though. Still, racist.
Anyway, he's wearing a shirt that says "No Gamble, No Future" instead.
Yeah. He's not doing any of those things, and he certainly isn't necessarily any of those things. We don't know. Not calling it one way or the other.
What kind of hole are you digging yourself here? The Levy hole. Levy digs himself a hole.
Oh, good times.
Oh, Levy.
5-3 suited.
These cards are
Bill's playing this one. I'll tell you right now.
That is a guarantee.
Limp it.
None of these are shuffled already.
Like Devo.
Start shuffling.
They whip it. They don't.
They must limp it.
Cool.
Action here with the ace-3 of hearts. We're getting to a limping sort of way now, I'm noticing.
The way of the limp.
Ken says, take that limp and shove it up your butt.
That's what he says. He makes it 80. It's pretty big.
It's too big. Too big. Oh, he was thinking, oh, come on, Marty, one time. But even Marty gets away from it. Bill's making that smile.
Bill is happy
That
about
toothy
this.
MacGyver smile.
He's so thrilled.
Maybe you can take like a tube of toothpaste and a rubber band and turn that into pocket aces, buddy. No?
Nope.
Okay.
You're going to let that one go, and I don't think Aaron can call either.
He is in position with the suited ace, but he lets it go. And that will be that.
I wish the pot was like 28.
Just over 14K in the pot. The turn is the 4 of diamonds.
Hey, what is that? Speaking of turn, coming around the mountain? Is
Oh.
that the Nitrogen Sports Poker train?
I think they did buy a train recently.
If you listen, you can hear its very familiar jingle. And choo-choo. Wait, there's the jingle. Nitro, nitro, nitro. Nitro, nitro, nitro.
Wow, that's the weirdest ad ever. All of a sudden. Anyway, Nitrogen Sports Poker Room is, they let us do ads like this.
They
perhaps
do.
because they don't listen to them.
Free reign, baby. Nitro, nitro, nitro. Nitro, nitro, nitro. And we're back.
Got Aaron with the old jackety 10.
Wow, that's so funny that we didn't even see his stack up hand. He stacked.
Oh, we saw that Ken has ace queen behind wheel there.
Yeah.
And wheel with kind of not an advisable call with ace deuce off there.
Reasonable ranges.
I said he was like third or fourth,
I'm just saying.
which is actually probably true still. Am I wrong?
Oh, what do you mean?
You actually weren't doing it the way you're saying. You said he just plays reasonable ranges. And
I didn't
I
say
think
it.
this is not
Roll
a
back the
reasonable
tape.
range. No one roll anything back.
If all of our interns were not dead,
They're not all dead. Some of them are sleeping peacefully.
that you should
They're all asleep.
They're up in a farm in upstate New York.
Isn't that what happened to the witch that Snow White fought? She went to sleep at the end when Dorothy lands that house on the Wicked Witch of the
Oh, yeah.
West. She just goes to sleep.
Anyway, Aaron
Wicked Witch
called
of
the
the
3-bet.
East.
Aaron's been playing a little cautiously, but he decided to call the 3-bet with Jack 10 off. It's kind of strange.
It's weird. He folded to just a raise in position with Ace-3 suited just before the break, and now here he is calling a 3 with Jack 10. Same player both times, too. This
Yeah.
time Ken's in position. So, I don't know, maybe Aaron's sick of it all.
Maybe.
I believe so, right?
Maybe he just loves Jack 10.
Maybe he does. Okay, let's look at the cumulative winnings, shall we?
Oh, there we got Marty's cumulative winnings.
Yep.
Minus 2.4.
That's not good.
Wheel and Bill.
Bill, really the recipient of two
Marty bombs.
big Marty
Marty bombs.
bombs. Marty Gras.
No, they're Marty bombs.
Like in the
Well,
best case scenario, you are.
That's not even,
Fold.
that has absolutely zero to do with it.
Fold.
I'm not gonna loan you money for an
Well-
upside for me.
Ken's probably going to play
is
this
good
one.
enough to play. Not for a limp, but for a raise. Ken
He
agrees.
does. Ken's not much of an open limper. He does raise
True.
most of the time.
Back
Bill,
in the days, he used to limp more.
Bill could have anything calling out of the small blind.
9-4. 9-4.
It's 10-9.
Okay.
That's better.
It's still not great, but better. Queen Jack feels super straightforward. And nothing for anyone. Gut shot for Ken, but those 3 hearts ain't pretty. Pair for Ken. Gut shot for Bill. Joseph takes a shot. Probably going to work.
But 20. That's a very small bet. But it's going to work
That
anyway.
was pretty cool, actually. That's
Yeah.
a fifth of the pot.
That's a really,
He feels like all non-straights and flushes are just going to fold. He's
pretty good way
probably
to charge
right.
yourself the minimum there. A good board for it, too.
Yep. Nice job.
It's nice to see somebody make a reasonable play once in a while.
It kind of is. We're starving for reasonable plays out here, people. Send reasonable plays. This is
You're folding aces,
this harkens back a little bit, not so much, not as much as it used to, but a little bit this session to like early poker time days where like just it was like lawlessness,
Yeah.
you know. It's
The
like
5-5 days.
you saw land and you took it. Yeah, back when we were playing 5-5, and then we graduated 5-10 on this show, and had more like pros playing and more guys taking it. I don't know if seriously is exactly the right word, but they were more intense about it, played a little more careful, a little more tight, a little more thoughtful. And this feels like, feels like there's more splashing in this than, when the Titanic went down. Bro.
Lots of splash references.
When the USS Indianapolis went down. That's right.
Was that an extra splashy ship?
Yeah, that was when all the soldiers went into the sea and the sharks ate them slowly but surely. There was like 1,100 men went into the sea that night. 6 came out the next day when they finally rescued them because the sharks ate them all.
That is terrifying.
That's a true story.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That sounds awful.
They were originally going to make a Jaws sequel and have it be about that, like one of the Jaws sequels.
Wow.
But then they didn't.
Anyway, Wheel's going to win by betting more than pot.
Yeah, we just ignored that hand, didn't we?
Yeah, sure did.
We usually don't do that. We actually take pride in not ignoring the hands, but we just ignored the hand. But we're talking about like 1,100 people dying by sharks.
You live long enough, you become what you hate.
That's right. We became what we beheld. So be it. Yeah, actually, in Jaws, there's that bit when Robert Quinn, who's the sharker, who they hire to go get Jaws, he tells the story of being on that ship and stuff like that. And it's a true story. Probably not for him. That was an actor, but.
Well, that sounds like an awful, awful thing.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me sad.
Super rough. Just being terrified until they eat you.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you're one of the 6 who live, you're not traumatized.
Oh, yeah,
probably.
you
You're
feel
just happy.
great. You feel great.
I would be happy about living, personally.
No, you would be traumatized. Give me a
I
break.
wouldn't be traumatized.
You overestimate your fortitude.
You underestimate things.
You're many things, but
Fearless is one of them.
it is not.
That's crazy. I'm not afraid of anything.
For some reason,
Marty's not here, but he's here.
Esther thinks Marty's in the hand for some reason, but in fact, it's
Apparently
Bill.
Marty bet 55 according
It
to
was
Esther.
Bill.
Esther,
Bill
this is a disaster, but whatever. Cool, Marty won the pot.
She's busy shopping for guns on the dark web.
Backdoor wheel.
They don't background check you on the dark web.
3 backdoor.
That's true.
Backdoor
That is true.
Silk Road, baby. That's been gone for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. That's one of the arguments against Bitcoin is Silk Road, even though you can buy many illegal things with cash.
No, you
Very
can't.
easily.
It's impossible.
Very, very easily. Cash is not easily traced.
That's why the government's trying to get rid of it. Anyway, we don't
Yeah.
have to
Okay, well, let's not go
talk
there.
about that. Wheel with 6s under the gun.
Nice, though. We delved into the cashless society political arguments. Good times. Wheel's going to limp. Ken's probably going to limp behind. He is.
Marty's probably going to play the hand. Oh, wait. Way to go, Esther. You figured it out.
Hey, be nice.
I should. She has many guns.
Maybe Stuart?
I'm just going to
Stuart likes to keep the party going.
All right, here we are. 5 ways. Bill double dominated, but he called in the hijack with 8 deuce off anyway.
So he deserves it.
No one has anything.
Wheel has a 6.
Wheel has a 6.
Well,
yeah.
Wheel has 6s. It's fine.
But, if anyone has any piece of the board, he's losing.
So this is one of those spots where the next time Bill folds a hand pre-flop, I'm going to have to wonder why.
Since he called with 8 deuce.
Yeah.
Well, there could be a raise in front of him.
Okay.
But if it's unraised, yes. And Wheel shows the 6s. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, suckers.
Yep.
Who just got owned? By Wheel.
Why'd she say it like that? By Wheel.
Because that's how Wheel would say it, as he stood up and pointed at everyone at the table. That's
All
how I'm
right,
imagining
I know
how it
Wheel watches this, so I want
Yeah.
you to hear this, Wheel. Next time you're on this thing and you win a pot, I want you to stand up and say, "Who just got owned by Wheel?"
Oh God, please do it.
Yeah, that would make me very happy.
Do it on the stream, by the way. Do it on this show.
That's what I meant.
Oh yeah, that'll be great.
Of course, that's what I meant.
I thought you just meant in his life.
No, I
that would be
don't
great
care.
too.
Well, yeah, it would be great if you did that forever.
To point at everyone and say who just got on. Like I don't even know. I'm not even sure if any
I'm
of
not
you
sure
did.
who I owned, but you did.
The entire table. Probably one of you did get owned.
Anyway, Ken's gonna open the ace-4 suited. Aaron's gonna call. Stuart, I'm sure, is gonna at least call.
Yeah, he was thinking about 3 betting.
Yeah,
I imagine.
And
Wheel's
Wheel
got
with
a pretty hand.
beautiful hand. Everybody's favorite hand.
Maybe an opportunity to stand up and point at people.
No hearts out there besides Wheels. I like his chances.
He's got 30% equity. It's pretty good. And a reasonable flop for Wheel as well.
Although Stuart flops the nut flush draw.
Yeah. Wheel with overs and, of course, backdoor flush and straight draw. Not a backdoor straight draw, of course, just a gut shot.
A little surprised not to see Aaron bet there when it's checked to him.
And
Would
Stuart
not
gets
have worked
there.
out. Would not have worked out.
Stuart has everybody drawing dead except for Action Aaron. A 7 or 6 will do it for him, but he's not going to know that. He does have a gutter, but I think the fact that both those 6s are not red.
Yeah, I
make
think
it
this is
pretty
just
easy to
going to be a
fold.
fold for Aaron. Yep, lets it go. It's a little disappointing as Stuart.
Yeah, Stuart waited till he made the nuts before he bet. That's understandable. He was coming out of the small blind.
Far from the nuts, sir.
No, that's right.
Far from the nuts.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
We were going back and forth there.
What should Stuart say every time he wins a hand?
You know what he should say.
I despise you all. How about that?
No, he should say the thing he said at the end of one of our sessions a while ago when
Oh,
he
yeah.
folded to Blake, I
Oh, we need
think.
12
No, he didn't. No, he didn't fold. They just
Oh,
both. They
oh.
went. They got to
Yeah,
showdown.
the showdown, yeah.
And he said,
Fuck me.
"That is what he said."
He said it like that, too.
Yeah. That became a thing. He said that multiple times on the show, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was always fun.
35.
Raise. 35. Call. Fold.
Whenever I see Stuart, he always thanks me for talking about how tight he is, because he says it gets all these folds from players in other games.
Oh, yeah?
But on this game, he is the tight one.
For this lineup, for sure, he's the tight
Yeah.
one.
I mean, Wonka's the other tight one, right?
Yeah.
That's it. There's
Good.
no other tight ones. No one else is tight.
Good flop for band teacher here.
Yeah.
Bet 30.
Nothing at all for Action Aaron. AA. Go away.
It rhymes, so it means it's smart.
It's like E.E. Cummings. Right?
Well,
He's a poet.
and
He rhymes.
okay, I thought you were doing that because it was EE.
What? That's dumb.
Because you said AA, and now you got EE.
No. He's a poet.
No, it's been
And you
pretty
said
quiet.
if it rhymes, it's smart.
There was so-
He writes poems.
There's a lot of haze there.
So there it is.
Maybe coming
Yeah,
up
JJ Reddick, also.
Not a poet though.
I mean, he's multi-talented.
Yeah.
Canyon though.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's.
He can dribble and shoot. Like
I
what
mean,
are you talking about?
people think he's going to be the next big broadcaster when he retires.
Well, good luck with that. I predict it's not going to happen.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Why is that?
He's a conspiracy theory guy.
So a lot of people have dumb things that they don't have to say on the air when they're on
He
TV.
said it on the air.
It's
Oh.
kind of adjacent to
He said it on his podcast. I think that makes it harder.
He'll be okay.
I say no. So Marty.
Paul Pierce still has a job.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if he has a job going to
Not
next
only
year,
is he
actually.
a
I don't think
crazy
he does.
conspiracy theory guy, he's also terrible at his job.
Yeah,
cleared out all the underbrush
it's true.
and then chopped up.
He was on Poker After Dark recently on Poker Go.
Oh yeah, I think I saw a thumbnail of it.
He like shoved pre-flop with like ace queen just in a big cash game, and Emmett, what's his name?
Oh, the guy who
music
everybody
producer
hates?
guy. Yeah, that guy. Everybody hates him. He gave out like free ice cream to my entire room, and everyone's like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah.
I was like, "Really? I didn't know everyone hated it. Everybody hates him." But yeah, and he like called with like 4 or 5 suited, like for all this money pre-flop, and just lost and
Me too.
like $30,000 or something.
Call.
The thing is, neither of those guys, that's a lot of money, so it doesn't really matter.
Aaron's gonna limp the 10-9 off.
Okay, his name is Action Aaron. In fairness,
Wheel with a nice hand, gonna raise it up.
Call. Who's nice?
10-9 flop would be very bad for Aaron. It
well,
is
that's
not.
an incredible flop for wheel.
It is. It's what dreams are made of.
A jack. If somehow a jack could come on the turn without, with
Aaron's
people
just gonna fold though. So
Of course he is.
We're not gonna see that.
say if wheel could somehow find a check here, I don't know why he would check. It's
No,
hard to
this
come up
is
with
a-
any reasons to check.
This is a mandatory bet.
But boy, Aaron would get in trouble.
It's a mandatory Mandalorian bet. Oh
You're excited, huh?
no, not yet.
I'm excited.
Too far away.
Too far away.
November 12th.
It's nothing.
We should be getting paid for this. Now that I think about it, let's shut up about that.
Good point.
Yeah.
Maybe by-
Nitrogen Sports Poker Room,
Yeah.
where all of the best television is made.
Where the best, yeah, the best hands are made.
Kevin might have an account
How is
there.
Kevin not on this show? Why isn't Kevin here? This is the splashiest day we've had in a long
He's
time. Where's
there
Kevin?
was a big patchouli shipment. He had to go.
well,
pick it up.
Vince.
Seems like the hippie had to go pick up some patchouli.
Marty, by the way, still absent. This is
It's a strange.
on
absence.
Passover. We keep a chair available for Elijah. That seems to be what's happening for Marty. Obviously, most of you get that joke, but that is what's up.
That area's already burned too, like that, all that black butte area to all the way.
You think Ken's interested?
No.
I didn't think so either.
No, I
He was
think
just
Ken's just being friendly.
Give him the cursory look and not even like a nod or any change of facial expression.
Is this
Wheel, this is reason to like stand up and do that.
Yeah.
Who just got owned by Wheel?
Be more exciting, and then Ken will listen to you.
Yeah. Tell better stories.
We have not been. We have not been.
We're going after everyone today a little bit, aren't
Yeah,
we?
you know.
The ones that heights that are
Here's a hand that Stuart's gonna play.
You do enough Poker Time episodes, eventually you start giving everybody shit.
I'm not gonna go after Stuart's choice of hair.
You already have multiple times.
I'm not gonna do it today though. I'm give him a break.
I don't know
and
why.
not talk about
I don't know
it.
why you were so mean about hair all the time.
I don't know either. Aaron's got nice hair. Joseph, I like Joseph's head. It's just it's just Stuart. Stuart and everyone else with the bad haircuts.
Wow. You're a real bastard sometimes.
Good times. Okay, so gut shot and backdoor flush draw for Wheel. This should be enough to float
It should be, yeah.
if Stuart decides to bet.
Stuart could go either way. He
I think
decides-
Wheel should start betting right away.
I think he should as well.
You can tell a story that probably won't work on the flop, but
He
and
picks
that's,
up a
that's not so bad.
pair.
Stuart's probably gonna start betting now. Will's really gonna be forced to call once.
This looks a hell of a lot like a hand we did recently. I mean, just the board. The Triton High Roller Cash game with Aaron Zhang.
Yeah, it just came out like a bit ago. Whole lot of nothing. Stuart doesn't love that card, but he doesn't hate it either. Clubs come in, which isn't great. The 10 is an overcard, but shouldn't play too often as it. That shouldn't be a big deal. It's more the clubs. Stuart doesn't have a club in his hand. And the question for Wheel is to bluff or not. It looks like Stuart just hit a 10, honestly. Can you get him off it? It's hard to tell that story. I think this is probably a good check back.
Stuart will be very relieved to see that hand.
I think if Wheel isn't gonna bet the flop, he probably should not bet the river.
Yeah.
Because the story's like your story is I have a king, right? And it doesn't look like you have a king. I guess the story would be I made clubs.
I made clubs.
I made clubs.
Like you manufactured them?
I created them. That's different. Manufacture is different than create,
It's a form of create.
but it's different.
It's
It's a subset. It's
yeah.
a subset,
Four cards.
so it's different.
I don't think that makes it different.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it does. Slam. You've been slammed.
How about some 5 card? Then Joseph would be a real.
Stuart,
Yep, Stuart.
Wheel.
Wheel.
That's got a good one.
I thought we were going to do a hand where we just said the players' names with
We are.
different inflections to
Oh, that's fun.
indicate
Ken.
Ken,
Bill.
Bill,
Oh, wow. That's not
Bill.
true.
Bill,
Oh, Bill.
Oh, 5 cards.
Bill.
Bill.
Bill, 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 Bill.
Ah, Bill.
Trace.
Joseph?
That's Joseph.
Band teacher.
That's your special.
Aaron.
Here you go.
Okay.
Hold on, it's your specialty, sir.
Wheel, Bill. Wheel?
Hey, by the way, Bill
Bill.
3-bet. Did you see that? He threw out super tiny with 9-7
Wheel.
off.
I was going to do it for the whole hand, but
I know, but this feels like it's important
it's
to point
going to get
out.
annoying anyway, so I'm going to
It's
stop.
super annoying already. Why did he do this? Because he didn't want to call with it?
I don't know. Did he misclick?
No. It was 50, and he made it 105. It's hard to misclick that.
Take a 100 chip and a 5 chip instead of 2 green
Right.
chips.
Hey, he does flop best, though, and it's all going to work out probably.
So he's going to make a lot more money in this hand than he should have, which should have been
I don't
zero.
know if that's
Should have
true.
been 0.
I don't know if that's true. Like, if he just calls, Will's probably going to c-bet anyway, and usually...
Wheel's not a big-time C-better.
He c-bets sometimes. Heads up and stuff.
white card?
He bets really big when he does.
Can be cooked.
Anyway, speaking of betting big, Bill bets almost pot and
Yep.
wins it.
Yeah, like.
Didn't have to bet that big.
He's protecting against the hearts, I suppose, but I don't think the hearts are folding anyway.
Right. So,
Anything like that.
Bacon.
could have bet 100.
I mean, I don't like to cook bacon.
That would've been fine.
Would have been totally fine.
But like, I made my first clam sauce, pasta sauce, so I got some fresh clams and made that. That was decent.
I'm sure everybody's really interested in that.
Wow. You are now, you become a bastard.
I've learned from you.
I attacked Stuart's hair one time, and you now, it's like
Oh,
carte
come on,
blanche.
band teacher's sitting there talking into the air about how he made clam sauce. Nobody cares.
Maybe people care. Joseph looks like he's interested in
It's
clam
like
sauce.
when Blake talked about his driveway for 15 minutes.
Yeah, no one cared about that.
Yeah.
That's true. I
As he
mean, you know.
reaches for chips. Nice hand, Bill. Nice
I don't know
hand.
why
Bill just limp folded ace deuce off. I don't know.
I don't know why. It wasn't that much more. If you're gonna limp it,
He's like, well, now I'm dominated, so I better fold.
I guess maybe that was his thought process.
Well, good fold.
It's just $10 less than he has in front of him.
What size stacks is
We won't
Bill
say-
using there?
won't
It's
say-
like stacks of.
Are those
of-
10?
No, I think it's like stacks of 15.
No way. That's definitely not 15.
So maybe it's 13.
12?
13 stacks of 13. It's a good stack size.
Hey, you know what? You just want it to be the right height for your wrist and hand, right? Whatever's perfect for you.
Obvious bluff.
Call. Call.
Band teacher with threes. Gonna call. Action Aaron gonna call with the suited connected-ish. Stuart's probably gonna put in the 3-bet here.
I would highly expect it. And
High-
there it is.
High expectations.
So wait, Bill raised to 50. We just can't see his cards. Okay.
you figured it out. Yeah, that's correct.
I'm just wondering why we don't know what his cards are.
Because he didn't put them in the box.
Bill. Oh well, Bill is not folding, so Bill has something.
He's got something. He folded ace deuce to just a $45 raise.
This
last
is
time.
300. I mean, Bill has to have a real hand
Yeah.
there to continue. In fact, Stuart made it so much.
I would guess that Bill has a pair, probably something like tens.
I don't know what band teacher's really thinking about here. He can't.
He's trying to think about implied odds.
I don't think there's enough there for him.
I'm gonna make a nitty fold, Bill. Nitty.
Mine, this is also a nitty fold.
Aaron knows that he's kidding, though. That's the difference. I'm not sure band teacher does. Okay, here we go. It's ace king against something, and there's a king.
I'm gonna guess the ace king is ahead.
Ace king is usually ahead here.
It's also got the backdoor nut flush draw.
There are some hands it's losing to. It's losing to aces. It's losing to kings. It's losing to nines. It's losing to sixes. That's pretty much
I'm not
it.
putting Bill on too many of those hands.
Nines make the most sense.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Stuart bets 250. Very reasonable continue.
Feeling
especially with
great.
the ace of spades in his hand.
Feeling great about his hand, I'm sure.
Bill,
Maybe Bill has the
Bill's
same
reaching.
hand. Maybe he's got the same hand as Stuart.
that's certainly possible.
Looks
Is
like
he
a raise
raising
is
here?
coming. Yeah. It looks like he is. And Stuart can't fold.
No way. And Bill does the weird push out raise, but okay.
Min raise. That makes me a little afraid.
It's
that he
not great,
could
but
have
you
a set
can't
of
fold.
nines.
You just can't fold
You
yet.
can't fold, but man, when a Bill type guy does this,
I know.
it's pretty scary.
I know. I agree. It's pretty crappy. But Stuart also has the ace of spades, which is like a little bit of backup.
It's a little bad that he has the ace of spades.
Are we really worried about Bill bluff raising, like semi-bluffing
The
on
nut-
this?
the
Or
nut
not.
flush.
So
So
I think it's good to have
It's
it because
possible
of
Bill
that.
could have a hand like king queen and do this. So I think we have to call.
He also really can have the same hand, MD doing this, which still isn't great.
It's
but
just one of those spots at Stuart where you feel wonderful about the flop until Bill min raises you, and you're like, oh, a set of nines now.
I mean, what are
just
we
became-
hoping for as Stuart? I guess like a ace. No, we have the ace. Oh, it's an ace of clubs.
Well,
that's top two. That's
pretty
It
good.
doesn't really change very much, though, right?
No.
Like Bill doesn't have king 9 or 9-6. He called 300 pre. He doesn't have king 6 either.
Yeah, but
so it's sets or you're winning.
It gives Stuart's outs against nines at least.
He also blocks aces even harder now.
Bill never has aces, right? Bill's just gonna 4-bet aces or 5-bet aces pre-flop.
I don't know if that's true. Maybe sometimes he isn't. But I'm
4-bet.
just trying to come up with like the hands we're losing to. We're basically losing to one combo of kings, one combo of aces.
Bill only bets 300. That makes me feel a little
Super
bit
tiny.
better.
I mean, wouldn't he bet more with ace king? Maybe he has king queen here and doesn't know
Maybe
what to
Bill
do.
does have something like ace jack. No, he can't have ace jack of spades. Stuart has the ace of spades. Never mind.
He could have nines and just be milking him too.
He could.
That's the other option.
It's a tough spot.
It's a super straightforward call.
It is. It's just an unfortunate spot that feels emotionally and mentally uncomfortable.
If you didn't have the ace of spades, you might consider moving in here to block against spades. But because as Stuart having it, it's so unlikely. He's got to have queen jack of spades here and be playing it this way. I think it's so unlikely that
he could have queen jack of spades. That would make sense.
that's the only hand that really makes sense for him to call 300 with. I don't know if he's calling 300 with queen
I don't know
jack
if
of
he
spades
is.
pre anyway.
But who knows?
Anyway, queen jack of spades probably isn't folding if we move him in, although he's probably supposed to. Probably isn't going to. So
Stuart checking
queen jack
him.
of spades might not bet 300 on the turn, by the way, because of that. I think this is a pretty straightforward call.
Yeah. Checking to see if he had the ace of spades, hoping he didn't, but he does.
Yeah. It's like, well, I hope he doesn't have a set of nines, or I hope I improve.
Well, that makes a set of nines a lot less likely.
pretty good. Now you're losing to 3 combos of 6s. If he can have that, one
Also,
combo of 9s,
but
one combo of
spades
kings.
got there.
Spades do come in. One combo of aces and like the queen jack of spades exactly. There's not too many combos.
400. You can't
just,
fold.
You just have to call this.
It's a must call for 400.
if Stuart is beat, he can be happy that he didn't get stacked.
He's getting
Bill's supposed to get the rest of it if Stuart's
such an
beat.
incredible price.
I didn't think he had the same hand. I did not think he had the same hand.
Not the same?
Looks like Bill wins. We don't know how.
Yeah, I'm being told he has kings. He shows kings. He flopped top set.
Wow.
Wow.
That is an
See why we cannot
unfortunate-
see it? Gladys, Esther, whoever you are. But it was pocket kings. He had the other two kings.
Wow.
That was a decent flop.
That is unfortunate for Stuart.
It's unfortunate for Stuart, but it's also fortunate for Stuart. All Bill has to do is bet a normal amount on the turn, and he gets a full double. And
Yeah.
instead, he sort of like engineered not getting a full double. He bets 600 on the turn. He's going to easily be able to shove the river.
Yeah.
By the way, he could have shoved the river anyway, but it seems he just bet so tiny. I guess because he was blocking so much of the value, which he was.
He's worried that Stuart just can't call with a lot, I guess.
By even the turn, Stuart really is only calling with ace king or the monster spade draws.
Ace X of spades.
Queen jack of spades. That's
Yeah.
it, right? But whatevs. I guess pocket sixes if he can ever have that. I guess on the turn pocket
Well,
nines.
I guess Stuart's not running like he did last session that he played.
No, but again, he's lucky to still have an extra $1,000 in his stack.
Yeah.
Like, really, Bill should have gotten that last 1,000 in there.
Really getting a good look at that logo.
I mean,
there.
you raise it to 500 on the flop and you got called. You should bet at least 500 on the turn instead of 300, right? Probably 600, 700, and you get the rest in easy peasy.
This logo really is nice looking.
Well, Esther did say before she wanted to get at least one shot of the sponsor's logo and just keep it there, just hold it there. She was hoping for some sort of bonus, but I don't think it works that way, Esther.
And Bill has raised to 30, it looks like.
Once again, we're blind to his hand.
And once again, we're just going to look at this for a while.
Esther. You know what? It's fine. I like it better this way,
It's
Esther.
actually, it's kind of like an artsy shot.
Exactly.
Like, this is what Tarantino would do if he was directing a poker show.
He'd show us like 5 minutes before from a different angle.
Yeah.
And we'd work our way all the way back. All right, well, we're back on track, it looks like. Esther and, bit of a tough shot of Bill, but okay.
And because Bill stacks his chips in stacks of 4, we can never see his hand because he never puts it in the box
Yeah.
because the box is covered by his chips.
It's totally normal. Totally normal stuff happening over there. Will's going to fold, and all we know is that Bill won. That's good enough. Hey, Bill had queen 10. Now we know.
Hey, queen 10.
And the hand's over. But that's okay.
That was a
Who cares?
That was a thriller.
Who cares? Who cares about getting the stats right, the graphics right, the camera angles
Showing
right?
anything
What
but
matters?
the felt.
It's all fine.
We should all honestly just respect the technology that we're witnessing here and not complain when the camera moves like that.
Why, Esther? Why can't you do it with that camera when we're not actually showing that camera's feed? Now is when you move that camera. Wow.
Let's spend another 3 minutes looking at the felt.
You know what?
Isn't it incredible that
What?
we can just use a little lens and record things and
It
then
actually
we get to
is.
send it out to the world?
It's just the recording. Forget about the sending out. The recording things alone is insane that we can
Yeah.
do that. What a technology that we developed as humans. And now the fact we can share it with the whole world, as it's happening, although we're not doing that here, but as it's happening is truly incredible.
and we get to show riveting television such as this.
And then we had
See, you shouldn't put down the one show that you're doing. You know what I mean?
I do another show.
Okay, well, one of the two shows that you do.
The other show is bad.
Great.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bill's going to play this hand because he plays a lot of hands anyway. Hey, there's Bryce in the background. You guys may remember Bryce from such
Many times ago.
punts as the king 3 off. Hey, start with ace king of, offsuit.
Nice.
Here it comes.
Well, Stuart, are we going to have another bad
So
occurrence?
wait, Bill raised to 20. Did
Yeah.
Bill min raised?
Yeah, maybe it was a blind race.
I don't think it was. He's not. Bill, this is an easy call. You've already put 20 in. Action earn's almost never going to re-raise. You are out of position, but he lets it go.
Let's it go.
This is a hand that actually flops reasonably well.
Aaron folds too.
So it's like, cool, 1 for 1 with ace king.
Yeah, that's all that matters. The Jonathan Levy math. Win 1, lose 1, you're even.
now you guys are even.
See? Everyone's making the joke.
It's hilarious.
That's going to be... That's going to be another one of those poker jokes that really gets in there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Everyone starts making it. It's going to be good. What's the other poker jokes that you hate? Go.
Don't put me on the spot, man.
Oh, sorry, bro. And go. Poker jokes you hate. And go.
When my business partner and friend on a show that we broadcast out to the world and, you
Yeah.
know, many thousand people watch tells me to kill myself. Does that count? Is that a reasonable answer?
Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. I'm down with that answer. Okay, band teacher opening ace 6 of clubs +1, and here's wheel calling in the cutoff very reasonably, with a very reasonable range there of king 10 of spades. That's, of course, not a reasonable range, but a reasonable hand. Bill in the big blind, also reasonably defending. This is very exciting. So far, everything's normal-ish.
Everything's going well. Wheel
bet-
flops best.
Yep. Not a whole lot for band teacher. He does not try. Wheel's going to protect here. Makes sense. Should only be afraid of Bill. I guess band teacher can have
Yeah, that's probably a good.
jacks or some other stuff, but mostly you're ahead.
Band teacher is getting a little exasperated here. He has not had a good session. Not many good things happening for band teacher. He lost early with the aces to Marty when Marty made a straight.
It's like the one big hand Marty won.
Yeah.
But you know what they say?
You fold there?
In GNF, bro.
That's right. It's right there on the hat.
Say RCWS.
I get what
Right
you're doing.
color, wrong shape.
I get
Oh,
what
you
you're
got
doing.
that? I was afraid you didn't understand. I was trying to be helpful.
I appreciate that.
I mean, that'd be really rough if someone said that to you, right? They just looked at you and were like, right color, wrong shape. It'd be rough.
I don't know
Like,
how to-
who are you and why would you say that? All of that is awful.
Yep. Well said.
Yeah. Just a devastating thing. It's like saying to someone, you're basic.
Everybody is devastated when somebody tells them they're basic.
Yeah.
Keeping that one in my back pocket for when I really want to break you in half emotionally.
That's a good thing for one of these guys to say when they bluff someone. Just turn over like the bluff and be like, you're so basic. That's good.
Yeah.
I remember Lex Veldhouse in a World Series of main event one year where he had aces and fives on the river. He had ace 5 off, but had aces and fives. Got raised and just immediately showed ace 5 and folded. And the other guy's like, how can you fold so quickly? And he's like, because your bets are so obvious. Sort of like calling someone basic.
Yeah. It's kind of just a dick thing to say.
Of course it is.
Good price.
Some people don't take losing hands in poker very well.
Go ahead.
25.
Too good a price, Bill.
Looks like we got
An included hand for Bill and
Yep.
band teacher with probably the best of it.
Bill. Stack your chips normal, and then maybe we could see your hand.
It's also good that we can't see Bill at all.
Yeah.
Did Bill call? Bill called. Okay, double gutter now for Bandy. Is Bill going to lead? Nope. Checks through on the turn. Bill has a 4. Of course he does. What's,
7 and a 7.
does he have like 9-4 or 7-4 or something? We'll never know.
7-4.
No, 7's for Vandy.
Well,
Oh, you saw Bill's hand?
Yeah, 7-4.
Okay.
it would have been glorious.
Well, he was double gutted.
That is accurate.
And he was just drawing to a chop on the turn. Would have been a great time for Bandy to
Oh, really?
bet.
He couldn't have hit a 4? Weird.
Drawing to a chop.
Weird how that.
Chop
worked.
of Vandy's freaking stack in half.
Nice.
Chop it in half. Karate chops.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Are you okay? Are you still there mentally?
I don't know what's up. I don't, just
when
just
we send
living.
when we send Esther back to the home, do you need to go with her for an evaluation? Perhaps check out some rooms, see which ones you like.
they have nicer rooms than you expect. They all have their own separate lamp. Each room.
That's nice.
Yeah, so at night you can see.
Does the lamp have multiple settings? Like
There's,
different brightnesses?
They're only the nice rooms have that, but still. I mean, every person gets their own lamp. Personal lamp.
That's for only $18,000 a month. It's a great deal. 9-4 suited is the hand of the session.
Joseph's decided Action Aaron and Band Teacher are the guys he should be picking on and trying to steal from. Band Teacher looks super not interested in getting stolen from right now.
Looks like a
And there's the 3-bet.
bad timing for Joseph.
This goes exactly the way you hope it would. I'm assuming Joseph's going to fold. We can't tell.
I love looking at Ken and Bill.
Joseph has not folded yet, but
Just to let you know.
What's the first instrument you ever played, Chris?
Alto saxophone. Well, we're quarter in school, but alto sax. Nice. Thank you. It's funny because I thought
You gotta
If you
read
just said
out
the trumpet, I probably would have jammed. But
That's right.
alto sax, I mean, if you're starting
The
there,
old
it's a little intimidating.
instrument.
That's the dream, though, right? You 3-bet ace-3 off from the small blind, get the guy has nothing at all, and he just throws it away.
That is the dream.
That's what everyone hopes for. So even though we've got new cards being dealt, Esther's still reliving that old hand.
Well,
She's often reliving other
she
things.
lives in the
fairness.
past a little bit.
She keeps yelling, "No, no, Jimmy, no," and I don't know what that's about.
Well,
it's
that
not like
sounds-
it's
that
not like
sounds
out of
dark.
horror. It's not like a horror thing. It's like a sad thing.
Like a
good
loss.
ear to play French.
Yeah, like where have you gone, Jimmy?
Fold.
Gotta have little
Well,
tiny
that got
lips.
dark, and now I feel bad for Esther, this fictional character we've created.
Is she fictional? Wow.
I mean, I guess perception is reality,
I
man.
played
there's
two
some people who
today.
believe in the interns. So
Some people do believe in the interns, but they're like flat earthers, basically.
Get any sound
We
out
got.
of it.
I was
I'm
on a big strike.
leaving that one alone, bro.
Oh, really? You don't want to insult the flat earthers? I'll go out on a limb and insult the flat earthers.
Oh boy.
Yeah, my teacher.
We need viewership.
Oh, yeah, we need the flat earth viewership.
We need everyone.
We're,
We need them
we have
all.
a labor council in Southwest Washington, and
Well, not all,
I've been to a
but
few meetings. I've been to like a.
I'm okay if Nazis don't watch.
Yeah, Vancouver.
There's probably more of those than flat earthers.
I don't think that's.
So
I don't.
Eastern,
I don't know anymore.
There's probably a lot of crossover there. All right, so we've got 9-7 against King Queen, which is nothing against nothing. And it looks like
my kids.
Ken has won the hand.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Looks like a king came out. Well, things are going wrong here, Esther. What's happening? We're busy talking about flat earthers and Nazis, and
Thank God. Like without us, being super entertaining over here, the show would be off the rails. Not in a good way. It's okay. We're here to pick you up, Esther.
the show is definitely not off the rails. We're gonna go with that.
Okay. Here's the sports logo one more time. Okay, Ken with under the gun.
Looks like Bill is.
Uh-oh.
Well,
They think
we got
Bill's under the
problems.
gun. Well, we're gonna have this is. I'm concerned.
Yeah. Anyway, Bill has a7.
Let's just play it out and not worry
calling.
about it.
Stuart's gonna call in the small blind, not the hijack. Oh, that's action Aaron. Stuart's gonna call in the small blind, not the cutoff, with 10-3, and all the hands have disappeared.
Well, they're trying to fix it. It's fine. We can do this without that. We know what everyone has.
Bill has ace7. He checks.
There's a king queen out there.
Look, this is gonna be a big pot.
Got 2 6s, a 9, and a 3 on the board. People, I'm not lying.
Here we go. Ken's in the hand. Except
No,
he
he's
isn't.
not.
Bill's in the hand with a7 off. Action with king 8. And no king queen. It's out
Well
there.
done.
We don't know what Bill has, though. Maybe Bill has
All
king
right, we
queen.
got a double paired board and a 3 on the river. Action Aaron's gonna win with king high unless
I
somebody.
thought Bill
bluffs.
had a7 off. Unless that, no,
Oh,
that
he
was Ken.
does. He
That was-
does. It's just that we can't see his hand anymore because he took it off the box,
Good job, Bill. Anyway, Bill's going to call.
and he's gonna win. Wheel made a very small bluff. It didn't work out. That hand was riveting and well produced by us here at Poker Time.
We need to do a better job. We need better people. I think we may have to spring for some,
non-elderly
yeah, not the free intern people who are.
from the elderly prison work release program.
Yeah, I just feel like. By the way, how does Esther get to have a gun if she's? Anyway, that's another
I
conversation.
mean,
I guess.
you can talk to the warden about it. I've
Yeah.
talked to him about it.
I think didn't he just say something like, "It's fine, she's fine,"
Yeah.
something like that.
She has really good wrist and finger control.
Just let her ride the roller coaster. It's really fun.
All right, Bill with king 10 of hearts. I imagine he'll be playing this hand.
Probably for a raise. Still looking like MacGyver to me, man. If you told me that was the guy who played MacGyver, I would believe it.
I think that's quite a compliment.
Richard Anderson, maybe? I don't know.
Why would I know that?
Why would you know that?
Yeah.
If you had looked it up, that's why you would know.
Well, I
it.
would never look it up. And this is
Whoa.
a really bad flop for Bill.
Ken checks quickly,
75.
and will Ken raise or will he trap a bit?
It's a pretty wettish board. I think raising is better.
Ken's gonna call.
I think I prefer a raise there.
6, 7, 8, and 9s are all pretty rough. That
Ooh,
card though
that's
is
an incredible card for Ken.
perfect.
Bill feels great about his hand now.
Bill
as he
should feel great about it.
Ken should raise now. The king hits Bill a lot. Here he comes. Looks like it's going to be
Big
about
raise.
400, 500.
625 is what he said.
That's a big raise, but Bill can't fold.
I don't think Bill can fold.
It's not a good spot necessarily, but it's too good of a hand to fold.
Question for Bill is only to re-raise or to call. There's 2 clubs out there now. An open-ender is potentially coming in. Of course, there's 8-9 out there. There are there are sets that beat you also.
Could Ken have a worse 2 pair?
I was thinking, could Ken have King 7 or King 6? I think he could. Would he call if we moved in with those hands? Probably.
I think Ken would.
Okay. So maybe a raise isn't so bad here.
Calling isn't the end of the world either. It's
Nope.
tough to know exactly what to do in this spot. I think
With 1.3K back, you would assume you're usually getting it in by the river either way.
I think
as Bill.
folding's a mistake.
You can't
even though it would be right this time.
Can't fold. I think I like a call more than a shove. I'd be worried about the range of hands that are really sticking around or mostly got me in trouble.
Yeah,
you know?
that's reasonable. Could
If the
Ken
board
have
was a little
something-
less straighty, I might like
Could
it.
Ken have something like Jack 8 of clubs?
Okay, he does move in and gets instantly called.
Like the nuts.
He says I've got the nuts, which is not true, but it's a good
Okay,
hand.
it's just on YouTube.
Well, Bill does have 4 outs. Looks like 3 because 1 king was folded.
He has the same amount of outs as he would against the nuts, so there's that.
And he doesn't get there. And that is a huge, huge double up for Ken.
Yeah.
The Destroyer of Worlds is back in business.
And MacGyver looks...
Like he ran
Pretty
out of rubber
sad.
bands. No more rubber bands for MacGyver.
It's like, why do they make... all those MacGruber things just made fun of me, and I'm smart.
Is that what he's thinking?
I mean, probably. He's being wistful about the days of being on CBS.
And MacGyver being respected instead of mocked.
I mean, that show lasted like 4 years and became a verb. Gotta MacGyver this thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty impressive. And then they rebooted it. I don't think it lasted.
I don't think it did.
It lasted
either.
like 1 or 2 seasons.
That was pretty recent, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
You know, no one wants to see a young kid playing MacGyver.
They wanna see-
Give me this guy. Give me Bill. I want to see Bill play
I
MacGyver.
want to see Anthony Hopkins play MacGyver.
Morgan Freeman. I love
Yeah.
it. Oh, that would be a good show. What if they both played MacGyver back and forth, like switched off?
Werner Herzog, MacGyver.
That's just because he's in the Mandalorian trailer.
Also, his voice
Coming
is,
soon on Disney
his-
Plus.
His voice is amazing.
Yeah, it's true. Everyone recognizes his voice.
must
On the flop.
use the rubber band because of existential dread.
That was actually really good.
Thank you.
That was a weirdly good thing that you just did there.
Good Werner Herzog impression.
Yes. I can do a few impressions, but that was really good.
Thank you. You should watch Happy People. It's a Werner Herzog
Yeah.
documentary about like the north of Russia, and it's just so Werner Herzog-y.
All right, here's an impression I'm going to do.
All
Let's
right.
see if you can figure out who it is. Okay, all right. All right. Okay.
I don't think I'm getting enough.
Okay, all right.
That's all the person
All right.
says?
No, he says other things, but that's the thing he says a lot. Some of you out there know. Okay. All right. All right then. Okay.
Who is it? You got to tell me now.
It's Denzel Washington. Every movie in the world, he says, okay, all right. Every
He
single
says,
one.
He says, "My man."
I think that's only an Unstoppable.
No, he says it like in. There's like a compilation of him saying it in a bunch of different movies.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
I'm sure he says it in Training Day. Anyway, we've got a 3-bet from Stuart. Good timing. Band teacher has 7 high.
Stuart, I don't like to give you action, bud.
You probably shouldn't give him action.
Yeah,
but
this was a mistake,
I
band
think
teacher.
band teacher's a little on the tilt side here.
Yeah, I mean he's had a bad session.
This is definitely a call that is outside the range of reasonable. He misses completely.
Stuart
Stuart with the
with-
gutter.
No, I almost said the same thing as you at the same time.
Very exciting. I would expect Stuart to bet here, even though this board is not great range versus range. Still, Stuart's got queens. Stuart's got nines. Stuart's got the overpairs. And checking is just a little too weak, especially with some extra equity, nut equity there.
Yeah,
That's right. I said nut equity, people. Enjoy that.
nut equity.
Yeah.
It's like when you buy a little piece of an almond company.
You get some work done?
You know what? It kind of is.
Yeah.
Like that.
Why wouldn't you?
Nut equity.
Yeah, say it again.
Okay, all right.
Very loose call.
All right.
We're even
That's a
now.
good one.
I thought you
Here's
were.
another one. Here's another one. Who am I? Some folks call it a sling blade.
I know that one's obvious.
Who is it then?
When you were doing the okay, all right thing, honestly, I thought you were doing the guy who played Ted in Breaking Bad. I feel like that's kind of what
Really?
he sounds like.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What did I have?
Anyway, Joseph's got Jack 9 of spades or clubs.
I had a back
Action Aaron in there with 2 sevens.
with using the 3.
And we don't know
Forward
about
47.
Marty's still not
We
here.
know
by the way.
Marty's not there.
Marty has really been on sabbatical.
What? Yeah, I couldn't have even used the 9. Yeah.
He's gone
You
east
only
to
used the
toil.
3.
And Bill flops then up flush draw here. Sevens for Action
There
Aaron.
was a diamond
Nothing
there,
at all
why
for
did you?
Joseph. Actually, I should probably just bet this.
Looks like Action Aaron's going to get the first ever live poker time massage.
It is about time.
Queen 6 5.
Pretty good turn for Joseph here.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks
Picks
like
up the.
Bill's going to start
open-ender.
betting here.
35.
We got two
Flop lag is what
two primo draws against each other.
What they call it or what you call it?
Wow.
Joseph's trying to think, how does he want to play this? It's certainly not a fold when the bet is 35 into 125. He's going to attack that weak bet.
Nice big raise here.
I like it. There's now Bill's going to fold, I think, almost all of his draws here. The nut flush draw is the one of
He
the few
might not
candidates that he
fold.
might not fold because
Or if he had something like King Jack of Diamonds or
right,
anything like that.
sure, combo draws, but any other diamond draws are definitely gone. He's probably supposed to fold this hand too. Honestly, the price he's getting is so brutal.
He does call, though.
Turns out he's ahead right now. He doesn't need anything at all to improve. He just needs to dodge some cards. But Joseph's going to win a lot, and
Ooh,
now
Bill
we'll
hits
see.
the ace.
We'll
so
see. Is Joseph going to try? I think Joseph should try. He was the pre-flop raiser. He raised the turn. King Jack is a hand he could have here, clearly, since he has Jack 9. He bets. I like that he's going for it on this card. This should work a lot. Like, King Queen's going to fold here, right?
For sure. Bill's thinking about it, though, with the ace-8. He
Well,
can't.
this is a little better than King
He
Queen.
clearly can't beat any value.
No. He can beat other diamonds, which you'd expect Joseph to usually bet on the flop. It's really just Jack 9 that makes any sense here. But
And
he
Bill
does call.
make the call.
Wow.
That's going to be sad for Joseph.
Bill looked pretty unhappy when he put the chips out, but he's going to be happy now.
That's going to end this episode, and we're going to head into the next episode and see how Joseph reacts next week on Poker Time.
Wow, that was a cool hand to end on. It's you tried to sell him a bill of goods, I guess, Joseph. A bill of goods. You get me? A bill.
Just let
of
the
goods.
episode end already.